Coach, kind of pinch hitting for Coach Monken today after practice. Just kind of walk us through and tell us a little bit about how practice went today in your eyes.
Well, it's we were about average today. I don't think we had two really good practices back to back, and Coach talked to them about after practice. Just bringing it on that third day. They're tired, they're sore after two hard days, and they're going to find a way to bring each other with them. So, but we still executed, and it's a grind of 3 in a row, and you got to find a way to get it done. So we still have a good group, and good group of guys and good group of leaders, and we'll come back hopefully tomorrow with a good day responding after today.
Coach, a little more specifically on the defensive side with your linebackers. Since you've been back at Southern Miss, really your first time having the depth that you've got right now. How has it been going through camp with enough live bodies to actually get some things done?
Right. Well, it makes a difference just having the depth and competition. We've got 2 and 3 deep at a lot of positions, and everybody knows that their job is at risk every day. And so that is the first thing that heightens practice. Our practices have been really good for the most part because of the competition. I think it keeps guys fresher, so they're able to give us a little bit more on each rep. We're not having to keep throwing the same guys out there. And it just creates competition. And I think our guys, we're having some flexibility with moving guys around. We've had guys experience, Michael Smith has been inside. He has the ability to go outside. We're moving Elijah Parker around, their comfort with the system. So, it gives us even more flexibility with the depth.
Talking a little bit about some of these new guys that you've had come in, Ruff and Swain and Denarius Antoine. Are those guys what you hoped they would be when you watched them on film and when you went through the recruiting process with them?
Well, that's the thing that Coach Monken and I have talked about is that most of the guys are what we expected, and so that's a really big positive for us. The first guy you mentioned was Denarius Antoine. He started him at linebacker. He was a junior college safety. We knew he had the ability to play linebacker, but we felt our safety depth coming out of spring, we needed him back there. And he's a very active player, gets around the football. Ruff was exactly what we thought. He was a high football IQ player, has picked up the system very, very fast. And Anthony Swain has come in, he's played a lot of football. He's played a football at a high level in the SEC, and his leadership, and he's a bigger guy that gives us added size inside for the teams that are going to run the football. And so all of those guys, Andrew Bolton has been a pleasant surprise. Quincy Russell, they're big guys that have played football at Division I programs, and it shows. So they're really helping us.
Coach, one last question. Talk to us a little bit about the depth that you now have in the secondary, the cornerback and safeties.
Well, moving Denarius Antoine back there is now really gives us, we feel very good about, at least 4 or 5 players. And, we're talking about, Devontae Foster, has been a really good junior college transfer, high football IQ, really runs well with Denarius Antoine. Those guys right there is 2 as good safeties as I've had since I've been here. They're really good players, and they're backed up by Truly and Picasso Nelson, who's those guys are high football IQ. There's still competition there. There's nobody locked in stone. And our corners, Kalen Reed has been playing football here a long time, and then we got all the other young players that played for us last year that were freshmen that are a year older, a year better. So I'm excited about our back end this year.